Hello everybody, this is Replay, and thanks to the newly launched online home of BBC Radio, BBC Sounds, I've been given this amazing chance to just plunder through vast cavernous rooms containing millions of pieces of sporting archive from nearly 100 years. And it's my mission to pull out some sporting beauties. But right now, I'm sitting in front of a computer with a cup of tea. So that means a modern day moment of sporting history, and my back is getting sore, so I'm really happy about this. Back to 2017 and England winning the Women's Cricket World Cup. Now let me not just Google this. Truth, not a big cricket fan. I get it and I respect it as a sport, but it's just not for me. So I'm acutely aware of those rare moments, and Ashes for example, that I'm drawn in as a sports fan. We call it in the business bursting the bubble, and this cricket team did just that. It was things like hearing the final at Lord's was sold out before a ball had been hit, and seeing clips of games that made me start to take an interest. And the interviews with the players, that was key. As often happens with sports people who are not made super rich by the sport that they play, they just seemed like us. So I watched all of the final, and before that, I remember Nat Siver hitting a full-length delivery deliberately between her legs, like nutmegged herself. It was absolutely amazing. It was an internet sensation. So I'm looking forward to hearing this and how it sounded in the radio. This file starts with Anya Shrubsole's first 4 wickets, which pulled the tie back towards England against India in the final, but it was still so close. And then we take you to those nail-biting final deliveries that decided it.
Shrubsole to Mandana, she's bowled! Coming forward, and the stumps light up as Shrubsole gets England's first wicket. 5 for 1.
Body language from England is not one of resignation, it's one of nerves. It's one of... this game is slipping from them as Shrubsole comes in, slow delivery, big appeal for LBW, and it's given! Shrubsole makes the breakthrough, and Poonam Rout has gone. She's gone for 86. It's Anya Shrubsole who comes back and makes the breakthrough. Shrubsole towards us as Krishnamurthy is on strike. Again, she's slugged it across the line. Up in the air it goes. Nat Siver takes the catch at mid-wicket. And listen to the crowd. 6 down. Krishnamurthy goes for 35 and has the balance tipped England's way. Listen to this noise as Shrubsole approaches from the pavilion end. Goswami on strike. A Yorker squeezing in through the defences of Goswami. The script is not written for her today. And Shrubsole picks up a 4th wicket. What a spell this is. And now it's England who can grasp that World Cup trophy. 201 for 7. 28 runs still required. And all the momentum is going England's way.
Replay from 5 Live.
And they've got to hope in a way that India slip up and mess up somehow here. 13 needed off 17.
The left-hand, right-hand combination as well is not ideal here. It's just players having to shift around for the different batters.
Gunn around the wicket to the left-hander. There's gaps on the onside now. She floats it up outside off. Quick drop and run against the offside. India can do this in ones, and the throw, well, it's wide of the stumps. It's backed up, though. There won't be any overthrows. Fran Wilson coming racing in and underarming it towards Sarah Taylor. Well, they can do it in ones. 12 off 16. They know that if they are able to find one boundary, well, that's a huge release moment. And the rain is starting to fall at Lord's. Just to add something else into the mix. Gunn in now, down the leg side. It's a wide. Oh. It's a wide. And India move on to 218 for 7.
This is what you need under pressure. It's just to keep things simple. Jenny Gunn's been one of the best bowlers for England throughout this campaign. So Mithali Raj can hardly watch. She's got her hands in her head. 11 needed off 16. Gunn in outside the off stump. There's some width there to play with, but it's well fielded at point. Throw back in Sarah Taylor. Should be a run out here, and it is. Trying to scramble back. Shikha Pandey surely has not made it. England celebrates. India will be 8 down. Umpire Brathwaite has called for the replay. Pandey, though, is distraught. She's sitting on the ground. England are in a huddle. And Sarah Taylor has taken off the veils. The run out is effective. And England take another step towards the World Cup. How good has Sarah Taylor been behind the stumps here? Wasn't a perfect throw. It was a decent throw from Shrubsole, but she did the hard work to gather it up, add a bit of speed to the stumps and take them. This is
Excellent work here from England. Pandy is distraught, absolutely distraught. It's tough. You're under pressure to take runs. You just want to go every single ball. And just there, moment of indecision. Well, Sarah Taylor helped capitalise. This is going to be so close. I can't sit down.
Well, Anya Shrubsole it was with the throw to Taylor. She's played her part today. The LBW of Poonam Rao was the turning point in the India innings. At that point, they were 191 for 3 and seemingly on track for the target without too much difficulty. Had all these wickets in hand. Rout was out LBW. Verma was bowled by Hartley. Krishnamurthy caught by Siva off Shrubsole. Goswami bowled by Shrubsole. Pandey now run out. And from 191 for 3, India 218 for 8. They need 11 off 15. Poonam Yadav, the new batter, who's facing up now to Gunn, and she's driving, coming forward, but a dot ball to Lauren Winfield at mid-off. And 11 needed off 14.
Well, highest score for Yadav, I'm just looking here, is 15, average of 13. They'll be desperate for that today.
Play to your average.
What this now puts is pressure back on Sharma to do all the hard work, actually, because she's done well. She's kept her calm.
Gunn, and again now, full and straight. Excellent delivery. Now at the non-striker's end, where she scrambled back, put in the dive. It was really a little underarm pat back towards Jenny Gunn. I think even knowing that the dot ball is more valuable than a hard throw at the stumps and risking overthrows at this stage. India on the bench, heads in hands, their hands covering their eyes and their mouths, some of them. 11 needed for India off 13 balls to win the very first Women's World Cup for them. Now Heather Knight is calling for Beaumont to come up, and sending Catherine Brunt back to long on to Poonam Yadav, who stands less than 5 foot tall in front of Sarah Taylor, the wicket-keeper. England want another wicket here. Gunn in, bowling full. She's on the drive to mid-off, and then mixed up again. Throw comes into Sarah Taylor, and she's got back Yadav. Oh, India are living life on the edge. They really are. I don't think Deepti Sharma was terribly impressed with that at the other end, but it's the end of the 48th over, and India still need 11 off the last 2 overs. They're 218 for 8.
Yeah, she was clearly telling her, look, it's the last ball, let me stay on strike. It's almost a reversal of when we saw Harmanpreet Kaur with Deepti Sharma the other day, and she was putting her in her place. Well, today it's Sharma putting Yadav in her place to let her know. And God, what pressure. You're 19 years old in a World Cup final, only needing 11 from 12 balls, and you're having to tell your partner, calm down, let me take the strike.
Yeah, it's resting on her shoulders, isn't it? She's got the strike for this penultimate over, and Shrubsole will bowl it for England. The vice-captain taking on that extra responsibility. She's picked up the key wickets to turn this match potentially in England's favour. 11 needed to win. Shrubsole bowls, and Sharma goes up in the air. She got over the top. No! The catch is taken! Deepti Sharma is out, and India are 9 down. And Shrubsole hugs Natalie Siva, who took the catch. And Lords erupts in celebration. England bouncing up and down. India 9 down. They still need 11 to win off 11.
5 wickets for Shrubsole in a final. There was a brilliant picture posted of her dad, of her when she was about 9 years old, looking out here, and that moment could be the turning point. Easy catch for Nat Siva, and what was good about it is that she bowled to her plan. She kept an inner ring, so you could see Sharma was trying to move around the crease to create that angle and just couldn't get the leverage she was looking for. Brilliant bowling, a nice little cameo there from Sharma, but now, well, whew.
11 off 11 with your numbers 10 and 11 in the middle. It's suddenly England's to lose.
And with that wicket, Anya Shrubsole becomes the first ever woman to take 5 wickets in a World Cup final.
Well, we know who the player of the match will be, don't we?
Yeah,
England
exactly.
scramble home.
Did you see that picture of her dad?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
A special moment.
Yeah.
There's still one more stage to go here, though. It's not finished yet.
I'm definitely going to start the campaign for women's honours boards at Lords.
So there's definitely nothing,
No, there's nothing. But then there's no ODI honours boards full stop, you see, for men or women. Shrubsole in. India 9 down. One more wicket for England to win, and it's driven to short extra cover. Heather Knight, dot ball. England fans cheer that. 11 runs needed off 10 for India to win their first ever World Cup. It's turned into a Right old scramble, this match. England need one more wicket to finish it off, or it's going the full 50 overs. In goes Shrubsole, trying to advance. She's lost it in the air. Should be caught on the edge of the circle. Oh, and it's put down. Put down by Jenny Gunn. The simplest of catches. It was looped up to her at mid-off. Now that's the pressure of a Lord's final.
Wow, what happened there? I mean, she didn't hit it very hard. It was pretty much tapped to her. Everyone was celebrating. The easiest catch you'd ever see.
That was practice.
And that is pressure, because Jenny Gunn has bucket hands. She normally gobbles it up.
But that is just the sort of catch they would have done in training umpteen times. And it's not even a hard catch you would do in training. Gaikwad on strike. Shrubsole in now. Bowls for Bowser! 6 wickets for Anya Shrubsole, England's hero. England win the World Cup in front of a packed house at Lord's, who go nuts in the crowd. England in a huddle. Listen to that noise for an England women's team winning a World Cup on home soil in 2017. And England have done it by just 9 runs at Lord's.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. Can you imagine this team 12 months ago? Complete upheaval, changed this team. They believed they had a team that could make this World Cup final and win, and they have done it. I'm sat here with a tear in my eye because I'm very proud. As an English player, proud to watch those girls go out there and deliver. And wow, what a performance.
Unprecedented scenes. Who would have thought it? Lord's would be sold out. England-India goes down to the penultimate over. An England bowler takes 6 wickets. And this surely will change the way that women's cricket is viewed in this country and the support that they've garnered throughout this World Cup. Devastation for India. Celebration for England. And a bit of a tear for Ebony Rainford.
As I'm crying.
Well, I've got to dash down, Ebs, and do the presentation.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave you here with Charles Dagnall, and I'll let you try and just surmise and put into context what you've witnessed today.
Yeah, look, I'm really proud. These girls have fought hard. They've wanted to. They are very capable of delivering. This is an amazing team. Very young. I am sat here with tears streaming down my face and cameras in it. But if anyone's feeling the emotions I'm feeling, it's just pride for a team who have fought hard. They made the changes. Mark Robinson and Claire Connor were very brave. But wow.
Let's head down. The captain is with Henry Moran.
And unsurprisingly, Heather Knight has rather a big smile on her face. Heather, how does that feel? World champion.
Amazing. What a game. We've just found a way to get over the line in tight games, and so proud of those girls. They've really fought hard, and that's all I asked of them. And Anya Shrubsole, at the start of the tournament, she wasn't in rhythm, she wasn't bowling well, and for her to come to Lord's and bowl like that and win us the game under huge pressure, yes, amazing.
Had you given up on it? Of course you hadn't given up on it. You know, you're a sportsman, you never do give up. But in your mind, the position India were in, to come back from that is extraordinary.
They batted brilliantly. I think Poonam Rao was outstanding. Made it really hard for us. We couldn't take wickets, and we knew if we took it deep, we had the bowling and would hold our nerve towards the end, and obviously wickets were key. And yeah, when Anya came on at that key time, I thought about taking her off, and I'm really glad I kept her on. And yeah, to win in that close game, and what a spectacle! The crowd are amazing. They really got behind us, and credit to India. They fought us really hard, and I think that'll go down as a World Cup thriller.
You and I have seen a lot of cricket here at Lord's. I don't think I've ever heard a noise like that when that final wicket fell. It's been an extraordinary day.
It's been unbelievable. I think at times during our innings I had to pinch myself and think, God, right, concentrate on the game. It's still a game of cricket, but what a noise! Support for both sides, and yeah, when we got that last wicket, it was a really special moment, and one that will stay with me for a long time.
Andy, your skipper just told me that she nearly took you off before that spell that did the damage. Come on, how do you feel? World champion.
Oh, look, I'm a little bit lost for words, and I'm not someone who's lost for words. But look, it was just an unbelievable game, and a really fitting, I guess, showpiece for what's been a brilliant tournament, and doesn't get much better than being world champions.
We've seen those photos on social media. You aged 10 years old watching your dad play here at the home of cricket. Then if somebody had told you you'd take 6 wickets to win a World Cup for your country, would you ever have believed it?
Oh, no, I'd have absolutely laughed him out of sight. It wasn't necessarily something I was dreaming of then. It seems so far away when you're age 10, but it just goes to show what can be done with a bit of hard work, a lot of support, and just a bit of skill along the way.
Quite a lot of skill, 6 wickets worth of skill, Anya, today. And of course, those winning runs in the semi-final. This feels like a group of friends that have won a World Cup together.
Oh, without doubt. We're so close as a team, and I think that shows kind of out in the middle how much we fight for each other. We knew we were never out of that game. Pressure of a World Cup final, new batters coming to the crease. We just had to get a couple of wickets, and yeah, world champions, can't believe it.
And just a word on that crowd out there, that noise when that wicket fell.
Oh, unbelievable. You just can't really put into words. Just the noise all day. I don't think I've ever played in a game where you literally can't hear the person who's fielding next to you throughout the entire game, just trying to shout to get someone's attention who's 10 metres away from you. So, like I said, I think it's a really fitting showpiece to what has been an amazing tournament, to have this crowd in here, so well supported, and backed us till the end, and thankfully stayed with us.
And just finally, how does it feel when those words, Anya Shrubsole, World Cup winner, are said?
Again, I can't really put it into words. I was obviously part of the squad that won the 2009 World Cup out in Australia, and that was really special. And this is just special again, to win it in your home country in front of a packed crowd at Lord's. I don't really think it gets much better for now.
England winning the Women's Cricket World Cup in 2017, and of course they would then win Team of the Year at Sports Personality of the Year 2017. I was on the voting panel for that, and you have to sign a non-disclosure agreement, and you can never reveal it or the BBC will take you out. But I can say this, it was one of the shortest conversations of the day, because in the criteria was, did they transcend the sport? And as I said earlier, they did. They didn't just win the World Cup, they burst a bubble. They went from unknowns to household names, and I was exhibit A of that. Someone who respects cricket but doesn't watch it, who by the end could rhyme off 6 or 7 names. I don't think there's anyone better that I actually want to replay as such. It was just that nail-biting finish, the closest finish to a Women's World Cup in donkeys. And that seesaw, that knife edge, I may not be a fan of cricket, but I have to be completely immune from sport not to get caught up in those moments in cricket when it's X amount needed from X amount of balls, and 1 dot ball or wicket or 4 changes everything. So time to close the computer down. I'm sure 50 years from now, when they do a series like this and I'm long gone, some eager presenter will dig this file out and marvel at the fact that it was kept in an old-fashioned computer.